how good were you at graffiti? Did you ever get your own name, your own tag
Oh
name?
yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Here in LA, I started doing graffiti when I was 12.
Okay.
So, by the time I was 10, I think, or 9, we came to LA. So my father, he decided to bring the whole family because it was too cold over there in New York, and he was tired of that. So he was like, you know what, let's just go to LA, and I have family over there, and let's just live a more warmer environment. So we came down, and I started seeing the gangs because here in LA at that time, gang writing was the most popular thing. In New York, graffiti was like straight up from the 70s, the 60s, to the 80s when it really popped. But here in LA, it was a little more different. It was more about gangs and gang writing, the style of gangs, like the dope cursive that they used at the time, and that kind of like inspired me to start catching tags, but like a gangster, you know what I mean, like gangster writing.
Hmm.
And after that I just started seeing more of like the bombs and the pieces, and other writers doing like more colors, and I was like, yo, this is what I want. This is fresh. This is something I really love. I really enjoy. I already love art. I just didn't know how to really express it at the time. So graffiti was kind of like the environment that gave me that opportunity, I guess, you know what I mean? Like that chance to say, like, hey, I'm here kind of
Hmm.
thing. So
Hmm.
that's how I really got into graffiti,
So growing up for myself, remembering the graffiti and tagging, it was
Mhm.
frowned upon at a certain point in time by uh by the law enforcement and by certain business owners. It was frowned upon. Uh, However, there was beauty in the art itself.
Mhm.
Um, but what I want to ask you is, did you enjoy getting chased or uh,
Well,
going
yeah,
back and recreating your tags and everything like that, your murals and everything?
it's amazing because a lot of people always ask, why you guys do it? Why this? Why
Hmm.
that? There's a lot of purposes, a lot of, everybody has their own reasons, you could say. A lot of the people is ego. A lot of people is like, fame, underground fame, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
A lot of people like or a lot of people just love art, and want to express themselves and do it. For me, my point of view was two things. One, well, three, you could say. One is I always said if my mom could read my name, I'm happy. And she did. That was dope because she'll call me when she see my name up and she'll be like, hey, I just saw your name up. You know what I mean? That was dope for me. And two
That's
was
pretty cool for your mom to actually know your name, huh?
yeah. If my mom will call me by my name. So Rebornz is not my this is my you could say my second life, or you could say like a spiritual life
Okay.
now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So now I call myself Rebornz. But back in the days it was a different name, different graffiti name that I would bomb and piece and do a lot of like crazy stuff with. But that's like the old life that I used to live at back in the day. So I don't really kind of like, call myself that no more, just in the sense because, it just ties up to, things that I did that I really wasn't proud of, at the time.